Hi everyone, I'm Alessandra Nicole Bautista, a student in Food and Nutrition Management program at Georgian College. Today, I'm excited to share my field placement experience at Grove Park Home. Thank you for taking time to listen. Before starting my formal placement, I was already hired as a dietary aide at Grove Park Home. Being familiar with the facility, team, and residents gave me a solid foundation and made my transition into learning management operations very smooth and natural. To officially start my placement hours, I completed my vulnerable sector check and finalized all updated health clearances and medical prerequisites. Completing these essential verification steps ensured full compliance. Early in my placement, I received hands-on training using point-click care or PCC. I learned how to navigate resident profiles to double-check their prescribed diet orders, texture modifications, fluid restriction, allergies, and daily clinical notes from the nursing team. I reviewed and verified staff shift records and hours work against our facility schedule. I approved their time cards in the system to guarantee timely and complaint payroll processing. As part of my practical management learning, I drafted a special Father's Day menu for our residents. This project allowed me to practice planning festive, appetizing meal options while making sure all therapeutic diet modifications and nutrition guidelines were met. I participated in inventory management by doing regular physical counts of stock in our dry storage areas and walk-in coolers and freezers. This gave me practical insight into how inventory levels are tracked to support efficient ordering to prevent ingredient shortages. Whenever kitchen team needed an extra hand during peak prep hours, I step into the specific texture guidelines for our resident safety. I also supported daily operations by organizing the bread station, setting up baked items for service, and pulling necessary frozen goods or stored ingredients ahead of time so the cook line could run efficiently and on schedule. Another key technology I worked with was MealSuite, our long-term care menu management system. I explored how our cyclical menus are structured, how standardized recipes are scaled up for large production, and how modified diet matrices are maintained. I gained direct administrative practice by updating our monthly cyclical menus directly within MealSuite. This ensured our digital menu records remained accurate, organized, and up-to-date with seasonal meal rotations across the facility. In MealSuite, I also practiced modifying specific meal choices based on direct resident feedback and preferences. It was a great lesson in learning how to adapt menus to make meals more enjoyable while still strictly adhering to required nutritional standards. Beyond food service, I valued taking time to build personal connection with residents. One of my favorite personal moments was spending time painting the residents' nails, which brought so much joy to her day and deepened our connection. I also help with practical room supportive tasks around the facility. I assisted residents by hooking up the HDMI cables for their televisions so they could watch their favorite shows, and helped test room emergency call lights to ensure residents' safety. For my supervisory goal, I shadowed my supervisor, which is Kurat, during the interdisciplinary care conferences. I sat in on the team meeting where healthcare staff, managers, and family members discussed resident well-being, overall care plans, and specific health updates. Out of all my experiences, my absolute favorite part of placement was working directly on the floor as a dietary aide. Serving meals in the dining room allowed me to interact with residents daily, talk with them, and build real relationships. Working on the floor taught me that effective nutrition management comes from seeing how service works firsthand. Getting immediate feedback from residents during mealtime showed me how compassionate care directly impacts their dining satisfaction and quality of life. Overall, my placement at Grove Park Home successfully connected technical tools to like point-click care and meal suite with compassionate hands-on care. I am so grateful to the supported team for guiding me through every step of this journey. To conclude, this experience proved that long-term care nutrition management is about blending organized operations with personal, caring service for our residents every single day. Thank you so much for your time and attention for today. Have a great day, you all. Thank you so much. Bye!